friends. This is a different video compared to the ones I usually share. I'm currently in one of my favorite places close home in London. I'm in Hampstead Heath. Hampstead Heath is the biggest park in London, I think, and it's just amazing. Like, coming here makes me feel like I'm hiking, you know. And being in the center of London is just pretty amazing, isn't it? Well, I've been living here for about 2 years, and my landlord a few weeks ago told me that he wanted to raise the rent once again, and I asked him how much he wanted to raise the rent for so I could evaluate if I wanted to stay here or not. And he didn't reply to me for 2 weeks, and in those 2 weeks I started imagining life, how it could be if I left that flat. So I started picturing different options, and at that point when he came back to me telling me that the rent raise was not that much, I would potentially stay here, I was already sold on the idea of leaving the flat and being nomadic, fully nomadic for a while. I didn't really plan this video, it's just rambling now a little bit, but I wanted to give you a life update. So yeah, I decided to leave the flat where I am and go for an adventure of, I don't know how long I'm going to be nomadic for. I've been thinking that I'm not sure I want to live in London anymore. I love London, but it's very busy and it's a big city, and I want to be close to nature as much as I can. The best times here in London are when I am here at the park, or I am in parks, or I am close to the river and I can do some water sports or stuff like that, which makes me think, actually, if you live close to the sea or a lake or a proper river in the countryside, you would be happier. But honestly, I don't know if you guys know, but I'm not a full-time traveler, or I haven't been so far. Like, I've been nomadic for 5 months in 2022, but I still work full-time, 9 to 5. I work in software, and I have the opportunity to work from home, but I have limited time abroad of about 30 days. So I need to be very clever and smart in organizing my time away so that I can make the videos that I make. Obviously, it's a lot of work because I work full-time. Then on my spare time, I edit my videos, and obviously all my holidays are about traveling. And now with this new adventure, a new lifestyle that I'm going to have, basically what I'm planning to do and what I actually plan for the next few months is to, well, first of all, we are going to start in Tenerife. So there are going to be some vlogs on Tenerife. Tenerife is, well, it's the first time, it will be the third time for me to go to Canary Islands. And my favorite so far has been Fuerteventura because it's so wild, it's not very touristic, and I like wild and I like places with not many people. But, you know, next one is going to be Tenerife, and I think it's going to be very touristic, so I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but we will see. That's gonna be happening in about 2 months, because my rent is gonna end in about 2 months time. So, and after that I'm going to be roaming around in the UK, trying to explore as much as I can and try to figure out what place in the UK I would like to call home. And I'm not sure when I'm gonna stop. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take, and I don't know if I'm gonna stop ever. I really don't know. But you know, initially I was very scared of this decision that I made, and yeah, I was a little bit concerned that I was being silly and I was scared. And then I remembered some words from I don't remember whom, but someone said, you know, exactly when you feel so scared, you need to do that thing, because that means that it's going to be so life-changing for you. Maybe in good or bad ways, but you need change. You need movement, I think, in life, and I always wanted to experiment and explore as much as I can. So I've done this before in 2022, and I found it very stressful, to be honest. I lived 2 months in Scotland, and then I lived 1 month in the Lake District and 1 month in Portugal, and I loved all the places, but Scotland just stayed in my heart. Like, I love Scotland so much, and I would love living there, specifically in Largs. Largs is a small little town close to the sea on the west coast, and there are lots of hills around, so you can go hiking every day if you want, and at the same time you have the sea as well, so you can go, you know, paddle boarding or do whatever you want at the sea. So it's amazing, but it's a little bit cold, and I don't know, I suffer a little bit the cold, and so something a little bit more south would be better, I guess. And obviously the lakes are amazing as well, but it's quite cold there as well. So I'm not sure. And the few next stops are going to be different areas, and one of them is very strategically located, because it will allow me to explore different cities in the southwest England. Yeah, there's gonna be a few vlogs on different towns and experiences in England, in the UK in the future. It's gonna take a long time though. This is going to be happening basically next year, 2025, because in a couple of months I'm going to leave and I'm going to go to Tenerife, and then, you know, I'm going to go to other places in the UK. But I have a backlog of vlogs and videos to share on the destinations that I already visited. So it's gonna be like, yeah, basically I did calculations, and even if I share once a week, the new vlogs about this lifestyle are gonna be probably in 2025. So it's just crazy thinking about, you know, planning so much ahead. But because I'm an anxious person, even if I do kind of crazy stuff sometimes, I really need to plan and have everything planned beforehand as much as I can. And so I actually decided on a kind of, I have some guidelines. I'm going to plan 4 months ahead. So for instance, now I have everything planned for 4 months, okay? So for instance, in a month's time, I would need to plan what I'm gonna do the month after, you know? So 4 months are always planned. And to be honest with you, if I find very good Airbnb to stay in, I'm gonna probably just go for them and, you know, send a request to reserve them, because you need to just be very quick in decision making sometimes. And, you know, if you find something that it's good, I'd always check obviously that the Wi-Fi is good enough for 2 people to work from there, because it's gonna be me and my partner who is coming with me. And yeah, and obviously that is a good location, close to the shops and close to nature, and close to also trains and buses that take me to different areas that I can explore. And yeah, so if I can find something available, I'll just go for it. But I make sure I have a free cancellation policy, meaning that even if it's, for instance, you get a full refund up to 1 month before the moving date, let's say the day that you're going, actually you're gonna get a full refund, which is good. And yeah, and allows me also to have a bit of you know, if anything changes, I can always cancel or I can change the reservation. So I think that's very important in a situation where you are basically planning for 6 months ahead or 4 months ahead and so much into the future. I want to fit in also international travels as well, so international trips, and being able to actually work from there for a bit maybe just even a week or something like that, because obviously when you are nomadic, what you pay for the accommodation when you travel goes against basically your rent. And sometimes there are some Airbnb, they are very cheap. Sometimes some Airbnb are a little bit more expensive, but so far what's happening is that if I calculate, for instance, the rent in 4 months in different Airbnb, and I divide it by 1, I am still going to save money compared to what I spend here in England, in London specifically, because London is super expensive, and we know that. And I know that in many other places in the world this is happening as well. So that's quite a lot going on with me at the moment in my life, and I just wanted to give you a quick update. So I didn't even bring a tripod with me. Oh gosh, I can't believe I've done this video. And yeah, I will miss this place. It's pretty amazing, but I wanted to keep it quite quick. But if you have any questions, or just comment below, and I will reply to you, giving you as much information as I can. And obviously, as you know, I'm still working full time. This is something I really would like to do as a first career choice, but obviously I'm not even monetizing because I don't have enough subscribers. So if you like my videos, if you watch them, please consider subscribing. Please like them, just comment, because all of that really helps me with my channel to grow and hopefully get to a point where I can, create more of these videos. So yeah, I hope you will stick around, and you'll be interested in this journey that I'm going to embark, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.